Mic check 1 2.
Testing 1 2.
Drums and keys. Drums and keys, yeah.
This is the More View podcast. This is the Count Noble L. Dallas L. Bailey Bay. Well, you don't know until you know, and I'm here to let you know. So here we go. This is going to be a rant. This is going to be a lawful, legal rant. You feel rubbed. You like something really perturbed you and gets on your last nerve. Is this Tory Lanez and state of California trial, man? I'm gonna show you something. Okay? I'm gonna break it down from a legal perspective. From a lawful perspective. Legal ain't law. Law is law. Legal is something completely else. That's rules and guidelines and all that type of shit. Okay. This is my personal opinion, all right? After this trial, Tory should own the city of Angels. Because there are two separate collusion conspiracies against this man. What is collusion? Collusion is when two or more parties secretly agree to defraud a third party of their rights accomplished in a legal or accomplish in a legal purpose. Collusion when two or more parties secretly agree to defraud third party of their rights or accomplish in a legal purpose. Or accomplish in a legal purpose. Now in this trial, if you've been paying any attention to it, there has been more than collusion going on, okay? Now what is conspiracy? Just the definition. Is a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Conspiracy. A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. So we got collusion and just legal lawful collusion and just the definition of conspiracy. Now collusion is a deceitful agreement or secret cooperation between two or more parties to limit open competition by deceiving, misleading, and defrauding others of their legal right. Now, there's a lot of time with collusion, it has a lot to do with companies when they try to merge or maybe doing some stock trading, like some Martha Stewart ish behind the scenes, trying to get more out of it and telling other people, no, everything all good, when you know I'm about to do this other ish over here, but you ain't gonna know what I'm doing. Yeah, collusion, conspiracy, all right? Now we have criminal conspiracy. In criminal law, conspiracy is an agreement between two or more persons to commit a crime at some time in the future. Criminal law in some countries for some conspiracies may require that at least one or overact by undertaking in furtherance of that agreement to constitute an offense. Okay? All right, criminal conspiracy. Explain. It is an immaterial whether a legal act is ultimately object, a subject, or merely incidental to that object. Conspiracy is an agreement between people to break the law in the future. Understand? Conspiracy is an agreement to break the law in the future. All right, conspiracy, criminal association, racketeering. Now you heard about the racketeering, usually like through mobster stuff. Organized crime. Ain't no more organized crime than any justice system in the United States. That's organized crime. Well, let's break it down. So, Megan and Kelsey, we know, have been and still is to this very day about this case are lying. They're more than lying. They are cooperating and lying to the police. They have cooperated and lied to the DA. They have cooperated and lied to hospital staff. They have cooperated and lied to detectives. They admittedly, at least one of them have admittedly said, I have been lying. But then persist to lie after admitting to lying. Now, I'm telling you something. Being a consul, I already know, being a consul for Moors, a consul is something that the Constitution protects. Go read it. A consul supposed to be having overstanding or an assistance to someone in a lawful dispute. Now, I love law because I love how it can be used for all the wrong reasons and figuring out how to get some justice from that. These two young women lied on a man for 2 years. And so when you both know you're lying and you know you're setting someone up to possibly get charged for something that they really are innocent to. I mean, Tory may be not innocent for other things, but of the point why he's in court for this trial of shooting another human being, he didn't do. Right? So if you got two people that have conspired together or in collusion together, say, look, we're going to lie. So in the future, this person can be potentially harmed and has already been harmed for over 2 years, and go through with it and manipulate it, not only just the media, the social narrative, but has successfully brought a charge against a man where where a state and a DA is going to pursue it and trying to seek out to lock up a person for 22 years. Shit. This stuff may not bother y'all, but when you sit back and understand what is actually going on, this shit is a rub. When I say rub, that means it is getting on my damn nerves for anyone that just don't even have the legal mind to really understand what has been taking place. This man don't even have DNA on the gun conclusively to say he even touched it. But this is the other conspiracy. The police and the DA know someone else touched the gun. They already did DNA. They already know. When that came up in trial, right? When it came up in trial, in this trial, that the expert said, oh, it's no conclusive evidence that he even touched it, right? But the best friend, she got gunpowder residue on her, right? But you didn't check no woman for DNA on the gun, even though the gun itself told you a woman and 3 other people had touched it. But the person that you got in court for shooting this gun, it's inconclusive that his DNA is even on it. So when the police and the DA came into court, and think about what I'm about to say when I say this. When the DA brought this case into court, they knew that other people's DNA was on this gun, but the one that they need for it to be a case against someone, you can't even prove it, and you did not even check anyone else's DNA to match the gun. How the hell, to explain to me how that's not a criminal conspiracy or collusion from each and every person outside of Tory Lanez. This man ain't said ish. He's actually not said a thing. But everybody else has, though. And we knew when DJ Academics came out earlier in the year of 2022 and said, oh, Tory DNA's not even on the gun. But they didn't say a woman's or maybe multiple women's DNA was on the gun. They didn't let that out of the bag till we just heard this past week or so. So you trying to tell me y'all went to court trying to charge someone that you really can't even prove that did what y'all say he did, but you got 2 other people that could have that has admittedly lied, have been caught in lies, and admittedly lied to the world, to the police, to Gayle King, oh my God, that's a conspiracy to do harm because they both know the truth. And then you get Megan that actually cooperates her ex-best friend's story to not even shoot her, to say, oh, Tory shot me. So now she come in and get immunity and not even get charged. You done seen 2 people manipulate a whole justice system. Then you see police and they not even do their job. They didn't even do their job and investigate and make sure, Tory Lanez should own the city of Angels after this trial, man. Like, just do a black man any kind of way, lie on him. Bruh, this is so serious.